Jerry Seinfeld, John Edwards, you know that great psychic medium? I think I have what it takes to be a medium. Oh, who am I kidding? I haven't been a medium since the 8th grade. And it's great to be back here at Westbury. I'm thinking about moving here. Right now I live in an apartment building in Bayside, but thank you. But it kind of feels like an old age home for Jewish people. It's one of those rent-controlled buildings, so nobody's moving out. I had to finagle getting on my grandfather's lease, so I married him. What? It wasn't a big deal. We have the same last name. And now, I have a 3-bedroom for $250 a month. But I have nobody to hang out with. Lucky for me, Mrs. Blaustein invited me over for Rosh Hashanah dinner. But as soon as I got to her apartment, she's like, Mama Shana, let me get you something to eat. I have rugelach, I have matzo ball soup. But then she kind of gave me that once-over, up-and-down look and said, better I should fix you a salad. You do still want to find a husband, don't you? I don't go to Mrs. Blaustein's anymore. But I did take her subtle hint and I joined the gym. And I went on that machine I like to call the treadmill. And I hired this hot personal trainer. After 6 months, he gained 30 pounds. And you know, I don't know how to say this. There's a fine line when you're working out with a personal trainer. I could swear sometimes he's flirting with me. The other day he said to me, Darce, I have 2 tickets to Billy Joel on Saturday. Are you free? So I was like, yeah, Joe, I just gotta check my calendar. He's like, great, because I was hoping you could watch my dog. It gets worse. Then we started talking about music, and I knew we'd have nothing in common when he said he liked Bruno Mars and Jay-Z, and he asked if I did, and I was like, yeah, me too. But just as I said it, my headset cord popped out of my iPod, and all you could hear blasting is David Cassidy. I think I love you, so what am I so afraid? Everybody, I'm afraid that I'm not sure of. Love there is no cure for. You'd think by then I would have learned my lesson, but no. This morning he said to me, the Boy Scouts of America want to honor me at a black tie event next month. Would you go? And I was like, oh my God, what would I wear? He's like, wear? What? No, I remembered you'd go if you were me. I don't go to that gym anymore. And I told Joe the trainer I sprained my ankle so I don't have to see him for a few months. But yeah, but here's the funny part. I totally forgot I gave you 2 front row tickets to tonight's show. Is that your mom? Your mom? Awkward! Joe also says about 1,000 times a day, it's not the exercise, it's the food. And I'm sending you to Weight Watchers, where every food has a point value, and when your points are done, you're done for the day. Do you know how hard that is? When your points are done, you're done for the day. Yesterday, I finished my points at 11:30 in the morning. I spent the entire afternoon on eBay looking to buy other people's points. And dieting can be so hard. You gotta stay focused. On Weight Watchers, you can earn activity points. So I signed up for a tennis lesson. And the first thing when I got out on the court, the first thing the pro Diane said is, I'm gonna feed you 3 balls. I was so hungry, I'm like, what how many Weight Watcher points in a tennis ball? Then she said, all you need to do is serve the ball, get it in the box. Piece of cake. All I heard was piece of cake. I think I'm gonna like tennis. Then she posted this ridiculous picture of me playing tennis on Facebook, and it got 9 likes. There's no other button to push. Last week, my friend posted that her dog passed away, and 57 people clicked like. I'm thinking, you like that her dog died? Wouldn't it be great if we had a few more button options? Like, that really sucks. Well, how about the one we're all thinking, I don't really give a shit. on Facebook. My friends are always trying to fix me up with guys on Facebook. But I don't really mind being 50 and single. As a matter of fact, someone begged me to get married last night. My mom's so annoying. She actually read my diary and got so bored she spell-checked it. My mom's really smart. I must take after my dad. I studied so hard in school, and I missed being valedictorian by like, okay, this much. And I was homeschooled. I don't even want to talk about the prom because my date is somewhere here in the audience. Where is he? Oh, hi, Daddy. And I hate that my parents are getting old. They can't see, they can't hear, and the thing I hate most, they have no life insurance policy. And now I worry about them driving. So I got my dad a GPS for Father's Day. He calls me every morning now. This morning he called and said, Darcy, I'm in the car looking for Walgreens and this thing just keeps saying, recalculating. I'm like, Dad, what address did you put in for Walgreens? He said, the corner of Happy and Healthy. Speaking of healthy, and I've been waiting a really long time to say this, I am 5 years cancer-free.
Yeah!
You know, when you get cancer, people feel sorry for you, and maybe I took a little bit advantage of the situation. I went to the Borgata, I got a free room upgrade, I got free drinks at the bar, and I'm a little embarrassed to say I used my cancer to get an introduction to David Cassidy. Now, I'm not much of a gambler, so I went to the gym. Would you believe on the treadmill they now have poker machines? I was there 2 hours. I burned $563. And I also had a cancer insurance policy where they pay you for everything cancer related. As soon as I was diagnosed, I got a check for $3,500. Could you believe my left boob is worth that much? I'm sitting on a potential $7,000 gold mine, people. I wish I had a third boob. I wonder what my ass is worth. The policy also said I would get $255 for every chemo and radiation that I needed. And when I went to the doctor, they said I needed 8 rounds of chemo and 33 rounds of radiation. I said, oh my God. Do you have a calculator? I'm going to Disney. No, actually, I took all the insurance money and I started a company called Bosom Buddies. And we sell t-shirts to raise money for the American Cancer Society. This t-shirt design would be 7th grade boys. Are there any survivors in the audience? Everyone else can get this for $10 in the lobby. I also arranged bringing mammogram vans to poor neighborhoods where they actually do the breast exam right there in the van. So I put an ad on Craigslist looking for volunteers, and perhaps I worded it wrong, because you're never going to believe who showed up. The entire Rutgers football team. And Bill Cosby. You guys have been so much fun. Enjoy the rest of the show. Shout out to the Banditos. Darcy Novick. Whoa, here. First time.
Way to go, girl.